Yeah. Marvin, what you saying?
I'm good. I'm wondering where the hell I go on with the phone. I can't hear no one. I can't see nobody. Hold on. Let me dim that light behind.
Dim the light, man. What
Right.
are you saying, you legend?
I'm good, thank you, brother. I'm very good. I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Now, you know what? Before we start, I've got to tell everyone, yeah? Marvellous Cain told me, don't make this some interview that the kind of questions that you ask everyone. You got to come different. So
I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. I waited to see what you got for me there.
he's like, don't come with the same questions. Come with something different because I've done many interviews and yeah, it's always the same questions.
More or less, more or less, more or less, more or less.
So you used to be in the sound system. You was in the sound system called Kathmandu.
Yeah, boy. When I was a little youth,
How old?
that boy, I must have started when I was about 16, lifting speaker boxes and carrying the records. And yeah, it was good fun. It was good experience because it was something that the elders did and wanted to follow in the elders' footsteps.
Yeah. So did they know that you was gonna be a legend?
No, I didn't even know I ain't even a legend. I'm just a struggling musician, I
Really?
would say. Yes, brother.
Why you put it like that?
Because all of us in a job which is just like a lorry driver, bro.
Right.
You get your load, you drive so many hours
Mm.
to get somewhere, you pull up and you're only there for an hour and you're back in the car again, driving many, many hours to come back home. But yeah, I describe myself as every other musician, a struggling musician. You're trying to get the work, you just keep doing things to keep yourself relevant and try and get the work. That's it.
Okay. Well, I as a youngster, I remember when I saved up my dinner money to buy my copy of Dubplate Style.
Yeah.
And I thought I was gangster because I had that 10-inch with
I know it was bad. It was bad, didn't it? It
I
was
thought I was a
bad.
gangster. I thought I was a bad man because like I had Dubplate Style. I saved up my dinner money all week. And then I went to the record shop I think I went MASH, you know. Remember MASH in
Yes, Tottenham Court
Oxford
Road.
Circus?
Yeah, towards Tottenham Court Road, isn't it?
Yeah, I went MASH. I think
Road
Noodles was
shopping there.
working there at the time.
Boy, Noodles, good man. Good
And
man, Noodles.
he pulled it out for me. He pulled Dublin Style out for me. And yeah, I just felt proper top notch. You know what I mean? Yeah, you've done some bangers, Marvellous. You've done some bangers, man.
But the jokes with me now is I've done plenty tunes. And the thing is, people only ever seem to remember me for one tune,
Which obviously
which is the hit,
yeah.
the Hitman. And that ain't the only tune I've done.
I know. I know.
Yeah, I'm still firing out tunes now, bro.
But when you say that, is that the ravers you're talking about? Because not DJs know you from DJs from my generation that were DJing that started off with hardcore, that moved into jungle and drum and bass will know of all your tunes from the tunes you did with Lucky Spin,
Yeah.
IQ Records. But on IQ Records, did you go under a different alias?
We done so the jokes of it all is, brother. There's plenty of tunes that you wouldn't even know was me. Because back then, when you got signed up to a label, you was only allowed to bring out 3 tunes on that label. So
Huh?
anything else you put out, yeah. Because don't forget, back then the times were good. A tune would have a lifespan of 6 months, a year. Would have a lifespan of. So you could bring out 3 tunes that year, and that's you set for the whole year. If you brought out a big tune, a really big tune, you only need to bring out 1 tune that year, and
Mm.
you set now. So back then it was like, right, you can only put out 3 tunes out under your name, which came out on the label you were signed to. Then anything else you had to do on a sooner.
Okay, okay. So Hitman, did Hitman have an ulterior motive behind it, or different agenda behind it? Because it's got a sample playing that bloody jungle music all night. What was the
reason for that?
Yeah, what was the reason behind that sample? Because obviously we
One,
know that obviously jungle, a lot of people didn't accept that term, because a lot of people went to hardcore and then obviously moved over to hardcore junglist, and then jungle. And then we've got tunes like Hitman where it says play that bloody jungle music all night. And it fits in perfect timing with how people felt about jungle. So tell us, Marvin.
it was a kind of a funny thing. That film, the sample was taken from. Me loved that film since I was
I love it as
smart.
well. I love it
smart. So the actual tune wasn't supposed to be called The Hitman. The whole tune was based around the film Babylon. So that's where you heard most of the samples. If you actually listen to the tune, the Cutty Ranks thing never come into halfway through. That's not how a vocal tune goes. The vocal should have come in a long time ago, but it was lastminute.com. The tune was more or less done, and I was like, boy, it needs a little piece here. You know what I mean? Cutty Ranks vocals in it. But the main samples were that play that bloody jungle music, because the Rasta man them used to call it like devil music, and boy, me like them jungle beats and all them things fast. Plus, being at older age of my age, when I was young, we were being called jungle bunnies. All of them kind of talk there. So it was just kind of funny that the woman who said it in the film was saying it in that derogative way. But then later on, 10, 20 years later, the sample then gets used in a good way, because now it's, play that bloody jungle music all night. You know what I mean? So It was a bit of both. It was nice because it was like a little dig. It was like a little dig at those who had your old mentalities and the ways you thought, that there you go, you jungle bunny, play that jungle music all night. Like, yeah, boy, we will play that jungle music all night. And for the next 30 years, that jungle music is getting played in every van, in every yard, in every house, in every car, on every festival, in every place you want to go. So it was good.
Do you think that, I'm going to tell you something that I remember hearing on radio when Ragga started coming into jungle. I remember, because I used to listen back in the day, because a lot of people used to listen to Bashment obviously in 92, 93, 94, whatever. And then jungle came in. And I remember, I can't remember what station it was I listened to. It could have been Rude Girls FM, whatever it was. I remember hearing a lot of the DJs playing voice notes from Ragga Bashment artists, dancehall artists, saying, we're not going into that. We're not selling out and going into that jungle thing. Do you remember anything like that?
Yeah, boy.
Cussing jungle.
That was a funny time, that we were trying to take a piece of everything that we knew from growing up. A bit of hip hop, a bit of house, a bit of reggae, a bit of dancehall, a bit of soul. We were trying to put everything into this music, and it was mad. But we're embracing the sound, which is what you lot want us to do. You lot embraced it from ska, from soca, and all of them, and progressed it into that. We were just doing the same kind of thing, to be told that, boy, that devil music, me like them beats there. But boy, that's just how old people are, isn't it? I'm like that now. I can't even lie. I'm like that way now. Boy, why never mess up these good tunes?
When you like hear grime and stuff?
Yeah. I'm like, boy, I don't get that. I don't get it. But now I've opened my mind. I understand it. It's a progression from the old hip hop that man them used to overhear spitting like they're American, and you ain't American. So now these lot have gone in, and I have to give them their props now. They gone in proper. It's English twang, it's English sayings. Now the Americans want to jump on what them lot are doing. Amen to that. You know what I mean? We did the same with Jungle. We started it worldwide. It's international. You know, from BA and Virgin Airlines and all of them things there now. The Jungle is. Well, we get top 10 in it. Make top 10, Ira and Chasing Status and Boo and that lot there and Trigger, make top 10. About Ross Clark time.
Yeah. Yeah, but you got to look at him, Marvin. And I know you say he's struggling artist and that, but like, if it wasn't for you and other producers, we wouldn't have what we got now. There wouldn't be different genres, because we'd still probably be listening to American R&B and soul and bashment. If you guys weren't around producing what you were producing, we wouldn't have the scene we have now, which is so big and it's gone worldwide. So you are a blueprint to the jungle industry, drum and bass. You are the blueprint. Producers like you and Remark and Dillinger, you know, all you guys are like the blueprint. Andy C, you all the foundation. It would never be anywhere if you guys were not around.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
It would be a blessing. You got showed that kind of respect. It would be a lovely blessing for things like that. But life is life, and that's so it go. You know what I mean?
So going back to you used to do the sound system, Kathmandu. When is it you picked up your first record and played?
Boy, me and my cousin, well, with my stepbrother, really and truly. Now, me and him were in it. From then, we were in it. Man used to mix on tape deck. You know what I mean? We used to have turntables. Man had 2 tapes. I tried mix and even try and blend things and that lot there. Then you progress and went to the belt-driven things. And, and then when them 1200s, oh, Jesus, fire. When them 1200s came out, it was it. That was a different time. And I went biology. Like, we had the sound running and we were sort of like playing a bit of the hip house and tunes like NWA, dropping in a few of them tunes there. That's where the Amen break, if anybody knows, straight out of Compton, the Amen break is hard in that there. So we were dropping a few of them in like the reggae dances and that lot there. Then we started moving across. Then, like I said, I went biology and that was it for me. I was like, I want a piece of this.
So when would you say you went to biology? 88.
It was acid house.
Yes, yeah.
When I got into it, right? I get a lot of people going to me, when did you get into jungle? And me have to catch them out and tell them straight talk. I never get into jungle. Jungle evolved around me. Because when I started, it was all acid house and all of them things there. Then later on, you started getting the Belgium stuff like Joey Beltram and all of them tunes there. And then you had some of the house stuff, even Rebel done a few tunes and that lot there. Yeah. And the music progressed from when it was rave, then it just split. You had the happy hardcore. Well, yeah, it was rave, so it split. So you had the house lot go to the house. The happy hardcore went to the happy hardcore lot. Us lot kind of went dark side. Darker beats, because you had Ricky, Scotty, 31 Seconds come out, Valley of the Shadows, and G Real had that bad man tune, Screwface. All of them tunes weren't jungle. They were called dark side. You had all them and all them sounds coming out on the tune. Then went jungle. The roots come into it. Man started busting the chillum and they were having parties and blessings, Rasta blessings parties. So now the reggae influence started to creep a little bit more into the tunes. And then by fucking 97, it gone.
Yeah, because they were saying there was too much drama in the scene.
Yeah,
Is it fair,
yeah.
was it fair for them to blame Ragga Jungle for that? What would you say?
Yeah, well, Bob, if you ain't making bad man tunes, then don't expect that. If you aren't making minuscule down the road tunes, you ain't gonna have bad man times. If you're making bad man tunes, like I know and you know that you want to go out and you want to hear bad man tunes. So when you hear bad man tune, when I hear about, I want to mash up the place, and that's what people were getting on like.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. But that's the thing. That was jungle, though, isn't it? Like you always heard what. It's all about that sound system. If that sound system was weighty, and you heard Hitman come on, you're gonna go mad. Like you're gonna go mad. You know,
it was good. It was vibesy. There was some trouble, but it wasn't even trouble. If you knew where you were and you knew you were whoever, times were calm. But I heard stories from other people at some of these dances, and them man had nightmares. But them was full on bad man article dudes. Yeah. I ain't going no other venues, but them dudes there. The same way I go dances now, I'm going good dances. And if the music's good, man, I'm gonna lift up table, turn over stage, and all kind of things. Box up your bridging, and he's your spar. You come with him, man. You're like, what that cheese, man? You know what I mean? That was me. We had the energy, and if that energy wasn't in it in the first place, nobody else would have wanted to come and get involved because they see it was a good party vibe. It was brilliant. So you wouldn't have it, and it wouldn't be still here now.
Okay, so what do you think of the new jungle drum and bass? What is your real honest take on the production?
I think, right, you got me on two things now. Right, if you're saying jungle now, jungle, I ain't really impressed. I ain't really impressed because man just kind of, I can't even lie, I did it my last class still, but man got distracted by, turned into a reggae tune. And jungle was never a reggae tune. You never had no skanks in it, no skink, skink, skink. And you never really had a vocal bussing all the way through the tune. And then you had the other thing that gets me nerves when people try to tell you about it ain't jungle if it ain't got amen in it. But wait, there was hundreds of tunes come out back then that were jungle. Not every single one of them had amen in there.
Amen was more late 94 onwards, wasn't it? It wasn't like everything was amen.
Everything where everybody used amen, everybody done an amen track, but that wasn't the only goddamn break that was running to make a jungle tune. If you listen to tunes like Leviticus, did that have amen in it? But that's a big ass jungle tune. Some people would tell you, no, it has to be 808. Yeah, but the bass tones that we had back then, that was it. You know what I mean? There was probably about 10 breaks that you would use to make a tune, and you'd probably use 2 to 3 in maybe a tune. You'd have an amen, you might have pleader, or you might have think in there. Do you know what I mean? Those are the breaks. Because amen was so aggressive and loud, and man would chop it up, and you get all them. That's why everybody thought. But that was one of the only breaks you could really do that with. Do all that time stretching and chop up the kick and the snare and get the little and all them kind of things. You can't do that with another break. Pleader, you can't do it. That's where you're gonna get through it and that lot.
There was a couple of white labels on Lucky Spin that I know you was behind. They don't have your name on it, but obviously big artists said, that's Marvellous Cain. Did you delve into the intelligent side of jungle? Did you go to that liquid intelligent side?
Man, too black for that, brother. That's it. Man too black for that. plus, I dance. You know what I mean? I ain't intelligent. I dance. That music there, hey, weren't my thing. As I told you back previously, I was at the bad man dances. I weren't at them dances there. If one of them was on, no, it weren't my cup of tea. You know what I mean? I want to hear the place get mashed up. We want to see the brother in the corner with his Versace shades on, his collar up, and this place stink.
Yeah.
The place
Then
stink like
sound system
plastic
was
burning.
Yeah.
Yeah, weighty sound system, security with big Rottweiler dog guy down the queue, and all of them, man, they're dressed in black. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what nah, I ain't intelligent. I'm dunce, bro.
There was one tune that you did on Lucky Spin, and it's got an En Vogue vocal in it.
Wanna miss.
That tune, man. That tune, man, is. But you know what? What really annoys me? That tune is underrated. But a lot of the big boys were banging it out. And you know why it's underrated? Because they never exposed what the name of the song was. No one knew it was you. I tell you who used to champion that for you. Pressure X, Footloose. I think Ron, if I'm correct, a couple of the cool mans used to champion that. Marley Marl.
Yeah.
Used to champion it for you. But they never used to say what the name of the song was.
Yeah, because I had to tell them you can't do it, because like I said about back then, you was only allowed to bring certain tunes out. Because if I take the tune, the artist on that, we called it Lion Man. Just because we couldn't put my name on it. Tunes come out, we put them out as Saltfish and Bakes. Saltfish and
Bakes. I remember Saltfish.
Yeah, there was no all tunes we had to put out. We were just sitting there. What can we call this one? Yeah, that's the artist name. Done. It's a different thing now. Every tune must have your name on it now.
Yeah.
There's none of these side names and hiding names. It's let everybody know that you are making a tune. But back then, like I said, the laws of how vinyl and sales rent, that a tune had a good lifespan. Nowadays, you got 7 days.
So is that why you started mid-tracks recordings? Your own label?
MIDI tracks, isn't it?
Yeah, MIDI tracks. Is that why you started that?
That was me and Paul, not me and Paul from Music House.
Mm-hmm.
That was a little label we set up for him to put tunes out. From when we stopped doing I started Runniz. So Runniz was my baby all the time. So we started Runniz.
That was a wicked label, you know.
Yeah, that was mine. Because some of the tunes that were supposed to go out, some of them tunes were supposed to go out on IQ. But then Sponge had a little, he stopped it. God bless James. He stopped it. He had some family things he had to deal with now. So started and then built that platform and then set up Paul MIDI tracks. And then I set up recordings, which is where Everyday Junglist was put out on.
So Runniz was your label as well?
Yeah.
Wicked.
Everyday Junglist. Nice little hits on.
Everyday Junglist, Busy B.
Yeah, me and Busy did
Busy
that.
B.
So
you and Busy B.
So we started up and Tempo, I'll give Tempo O'Neill a big shout for the vocals. It was jokes doing that because we give him some and said go into the booth and just spat on this, that now, and we went back through it. It was like that piece, put them together and got the Everyday Junglist.
A fight for survival. You know what? I'm gonna put some of your music at the end of the video, so people that don't know will know. You know, especially the songs that I've mentioned, like the En Vogue one. You know what I mean? Because man, you made some bangers. So in your honest opinion, why do you think they changed the name from Jungle to Drum and Bass?
It's not any honest opinion. It was told to us to all do that.
Oh.
Yeah. Because like I said, it was getting rowdy. It was getting rowdy. Venues were getting mad, bruv. Some mad things were going on. Venues were getting stormed. Man, cat, dog. Everybody was getting kicked down. Necklaces were getting teeth. Yeah, DJs had bad times. MCs had even badder times.
Like what?
So, well, there was I can't really say too much, but there was a couple of incidences where one MC, good friend, bless him up, good, something happened to him. There was a couple of times, bro. I remember coming. I was telling you know Brett and that Brett and Sting.
Brett and Sting, yeah.
Yeah, bro. I was telling them about one time when I must have been going to, where was it now? Not Wax Club. They moved down wide near King Tubby's. I can't remember what the place was called, down in Hackney. And I'm walking in. Just get round and park up the car, just walking around the corner now. And I've got my bag and my bridgings with me. And we see this one DJ come running out. The club was chasing him. What the hell? Well, gone in. The fucking club's empty. They're all chasing my man down the road, isn't it now? So then they all come back in and it's like, bruv, I told Brett they used to go to you. Tunes, you know.
They play what?
Bad man tunes. They used to say to you, play bad man tunes, you know. Play bad man tunes. There was one brother in there and he hench. The brother was hench, Versace glasses and he vest and big ass chain, and he used to go, habla, habla. If you never give him the habla, running down the road.
Wow.
Some good, I ain't gonna lie, some good times, brother. I laugh at them times there because they're just wicked memories.
Yeah, you can't recreate that, can you?
Nah, but that is the reason why the name got changed, because it was getting a bit too rowdy, and so the drum and bass name was brought in to kind of level it off. But
And it did, didn't it? It did kind of work.
Leveled it off, blood. Don't even say that, brother. It leveled it out like a spirit level. Rotted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it worked and it didn't work. It worked and it worked. The thing that I don't like was still there, but not the same jungle. The people involved with it and are pushing it hard, they're kind of forgetting where it came from in the beginning. I can't even lie, I did it myself and forgot. But now I'm kind of like, if you're gonna make jungle, it has to be it has to be jungle. You can't just go on, oh, it's got to have Amen, it's got to have an 808, it's got to have a skank. And I'm not really feeling if you're just gonna give me a reggae tune and say that's jungle, because even that split it off to a little thing called double wires for a little while. You remember them things there?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And that never lasted.
No, that was a quick scene.
In and out.
Yeah.
In and out. But the jungle elements, there's a good lot of producers now that are doing tunes just like there was tunes back in the day. You ain't got to have the Amen gun. Big up Mara Archive. She's doing it nice. Others are doing it. But I said the majority of the tunes were like rollers. There with a nice bass line on it. And you might just have a nice little vocal hook. And you're like, where did I ask that tune there? I know that. Where's that? Oh, man, it got bug you for time. Because you know it, but you just can't remember where the arse you know it from. That was the baddest thing with jungle. There. Now it's not about it, because you know every single Ras Clark sample that them tech I'm putting in a tune these days.
So who did the legendary Marvellous Cain rate as a producer? I need to hear who you rated.
Back then.
Who did you rate that was like, yeah, that's he's always banging that rhythm?
Boy, I can't even lie, you know. I can't even lie. Digo, Digo and them reinforced man them.
Yeah.
When you was talking about man eating yard food, eating yam, planting, all of them good food, morning time, because that's what them tunes were like, you know what I mean? When he brought out them Tom and Jerry things there,
Yeah,
woo! Because the brother went in. He went, you know, when you got, like me and you should know about blues. When blues come, you're talking 3 o'clock in the morning. It switch from the reggae and then part play either 2 lovers or 1 or 2 rare grooves. Some Sylvia slipping and all them kind of tune there. That's what they kind of did that. Like the tune was based like it was a blues. So you'd have your reggae and then it would drop it, or it would start off with a nice rare groove intro and then go pull up, pull up, pull up, and then boom, 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 yeah, them man, I gotta give them. Out of everybody, I gotta give them. They get my rating because they was Yardman tune them. It was proper Yardman tune. And then you got like Hype was banging out. Hype was a good big influence. Andy was a big influence. The tunage.
Busy Bee, definitely.
Busy, because I worked with Busy, you know what I mean? Busy used to you like R2, Ras Clark, D2, like that in about fucking 200 mile an hour and them thing there. Yeah. Them man there, they just black. If you was black and you heard them beats, don't matter what music you was into, there was a piece in there for everybody. It was like a blues. There was always gonna be a half hour or something for you in that night there. If you didn't like dub, you don't have to have that. If you didn't like the revival, you didn't have to have the revival. If you didn't like the studio one, you know, if you like the rare groove and you like the lovers, you had all of them things there. Them there. I'll get to them. You made me think them, bruv. You made me think them.
You said you didn't want it to be a normal interview, man. You wanted to go deep.
Straight, you went live. Yeah. Love. We love that.
The garage scene. Did you ever touch the garage scene? Did you ever do any production, secret like productions?
Yeah, man. Did a couple of garage tunes. Played garage. Used to play at what Garage Nation and that.
What under what name though?
Marvellous Cain. Yeah.
Wow.
Love garage. I love garage. See, garage, jungle. Them man there missed out on getting into the jungle. See, like Timmy Magic.
See, you're the first person to be on that level, that same level. You're exact. That is so on point. It's true. They're the ones that wanted to be in the garage scene but couldn't make it. I wanted to be in the jungle scene but couldn't make it. So the garage,
the doors got shut.
Yeah.
Got shut, and they take what they could have brought to us and take we on top of the pops doing really, do you really like it? And all of them kind of things, and blew up garage. And from when the girl them didn't want to hear the girl them gone and they went garage. Because my girl went like that. My girl was with me at every single dance we went to, Roast, for Fever, Thunder and Joy. We was all at them same places, Laserdrome, Equinox, all of them. But as soon as the music went not girl orientated, the girl then went over to the garage. And I can't lie, it took me a little bit of time after noticing, why is there so many men in the dance? That man went, oh, let me just slide over there and see what Guan and thing. And find that because, like I said, I started from the beginning where the music was a mixture of everything. So to hear a bit of 4/4 beat or to hear their 2-step, which sounded to me more like soca, I could vibe with that with a cum and bubbling and that. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. And seeing people dressing up to go out again.
Madness, wasn't it? Shoes, shirt, tie.
You don't know. No. That was how we used to go out. I mean, we used to see the queue at Pabito for man them to go out to a jungle do. Man would be in their Patrick Cox or their Gucci loafers, shirt, tie and that lot, brocking out. Next thing you know, it's just tracksuit bottom, the night trainers and a t-shirt.
Yeah. And all that
Everybody
just went to garage.
All of them looky things went all
miss them
to
days,
the garage.
man.
Yeah, I do. I'll still go out to a garage do every now and again. Heartless put on something, I'm there. Rampage put on something, I'm there, because that's my age group. People are gonna put a little bit more effort into going out, and I'm gonna hear some classics and maybe one or two tunes that I'm like, hold on, what the ass is that kind of tune there? That's me. That's me at the moment.
So Marvellous Cain, before we wrap this up, a young producer comes up to you and says, I want to be like you. Give me some advice. What is your advice?
Don't fucking follow whatever I did, because it didn't get me nowhere.
No, man, they got you big, man. You come on, man. You know, your blueprint, man.
All I can tell a youth now, got to work hard. You got to build a tune like you got diarrhea. It ain't about putting one tune out every year. It's putting out a tune every 2 minutes. It's about quantity with the quality to come out now. And you've just got to be the best entertainer you can behind them decks. If you're an MC, you got it sewn up. But I'm a DJ, so I can't even say about MCs. I think they get life anyhow. You know what I mean? All the time. But for a DJ, come in there. You got to go in, you got to get your sets bang on. You got to get your mixes bang on, your little drops, your little changeovers. You got to get the vibe going. You got a lot of more work to do than I think. So just don't get disheartened. Keep doing what you're doing and use your talent to the best you can do. That's all I can say. Because I'm doing the same stupid thing now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, nice, man. That's nice words of wisdom, man. Words of wisdom. So, Marvin, it's been an honor. Like, I hope I went deep enough. Did I go deep enough?
You know, and bruv, I enjoyed this because it was different. When we had this chat, it was good. It was good. There was questions there that nobody else drew.
Good.
Nobody else drew. We could chat about other things, and yeah, it was calm. It was calm. I like.
Have you got anything coming out in the pipeline that you want
to
mention?
What have I got coming out in the pipeline? We've got Jesus God, on the label, we've got a new release by iBot, 14-year-old DJ, Bad Man Little Soul. It's called Sonar. That's coming out this month. And then I've also got a release by the little 8-year-old Archie coming out. Then we've got a VIP. It's called, I don't know what we're going to call it yet. It might be called VIP Pass Volume 1, which we took a few of the tunes from last year and the year before, and we VIP'd them. There's one at the moment called Sunrise that is, it's got a bit of everything in it. A bit of everything in it now. That's the big one for everyone to look out for. I'll be dropping it out later. Well, I'll be playing it for the next couple of weeks before we start scheduling things up and that. But yeah, love. This interview was boom.
All right, man, wicked. Listen, we'll catch up. I'll put some of your production at the end of this video for the heads to listen to. And Marvin, respect, sir.
Love, brother. Love, family.
All right, man. Wicked.
I fight for survival. I'm a everyday junglist. I fight for survival. Nobody else, I'm not gonna rival. I carry you, carry you, carry you. I'm a everyday junglist. I'm a everyday junglist. I'm a everyday junglist. I fight for survival.
Street knowledge.